simple Midwest living, homestead instead of my own 9 to 5 with a suit and tie, going off grid with Doug and Stacy.
$60 something bales. Happy New Year. Glad you guys made it back. We've been tidying up a lot of things for 2022 and on 2023 here at Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. There's going to be a lot of exciting things going on, guys. I wanted to tell you a story real quick, but I remember when we first bought our homestead. It was 11 acres, and the only thing on it was that big green and white barn there. And Stacy and I had moved up from the city. We sold everything that we had to live this lifestyle. And we had 2 cars, and I got us down to 1 vehicle. And she had a Mazda 3. It was a little red car, I remember. And that was it. We had a Mazda 3 because she was going all the way down. Story time. She was going all the way down to St. Louis, still working 5 days a week when we first moved up here. It's about an hour and 20-minute, 10-minute drive. Then she would work down there all day and then drive all the way back up here to the homestead. So that's all we had. So, you know, we didn't really have much animals. I didn't get animals probably till we were probably a good 6 months, 8 months in, you know, being here. We had some chickens. And then we started thinking about livestock, and you can hire guys to move your livestock around. So we did that a little bit. We had some guys drop some stuff off here using their trailer and stuff, painting. Hey, it's still story time. I'm working on this rope right here. So we paid them to bring our livestock to us and stuff, but we couldn't really move stuff around. So we had a Jeep Wrangler after that. We thought that'd be smart to get. And it wasn't. We got that because Stacy wanted a Jeep Wrangler, and so we only had that for a short while because it wasn't practical. And then we got our first pickup truck. It was a little bitty, they call it a Sport or something. It's a little bitty 4-door truck, and that was kind of a big deal. Finally getting a little truck. Actually, Grant, our son, he ended up with that truck. So all I'm saying basically is trucks are really super important on the homestead. You have to be able to move your hay around. You have to be able to move your livestock if you need to. You got to have a trailer. And so a truck is probably something, you know, you want to have right off the bat. It doesn't have to be a big fancy truck. And everybody likes when the new hay comes to town. They were in there eating it just fine, and then they smelled and heard me out here talking to you guys, and they came running right out. Everybody loves when the new hay gets here. Come on, Cotton. Come on. No, Molly. Leave Cotton alone. Come on, baby. Yeah, she's a good girl. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby girl. Yeah. Molly. Don't laugh at him, Smokey. Don't laugh at her. She's just frustrated with old Cotton here. Molly, shh. You can sit up here for a little bit. All right? Yeah, she's a good girl. If you watch the video Living Off Grid or Thinking About It, that's Cotton. She was in one of our first videos for you guys. She's been a great old barn cat. She's always a good mom too. A lot of hay. It's the other thing you gotta have. A good source of hay if you can't cut it for yourself. For me, because you know, we only have a handful of sheep, a dozen sheep we're feeding through the winter, and then into spring, and then we usually sell our lambs and stuff, so we don't have to feed everybody on our 11 acres. So we have to put the pencil to the math and see if it's advantageous to buy the hay equipment. You have to get a tractor, a cutter, a windrow, and then a baler. For a long time when I first got up here, I would cut hay with Noe. He's Amish, and he had the old buggy that he would pull with a team of horses. Watch out, Smokey. He would pull with a team of horses, and we would go down the row with pitchforks and pitch the hay into the wagon, and the wagon on centrifugal force would cut. Excuse me, still story time. Excuse me. Everybody wants the new hay. So he would, we would pitchfork the cut hay into the wagon, and then that would push it. There was like a wall in there. It would push forward, and then as we were going down the row, it would pack them, and then it would string it, and then we would have to cut the string, and then just keep walking along as his team, unguided or anything, just by and all that stuff, would walk along. And those were, had a really great time submerged in the Amish culture, but it's a lot of work. You know, the equipment's heavy, the animals are big and strong, we're getting old and frail. So you have to start, you know, putting the pencil to stuff, right? You got to do things that make sense. It's nostalgic. Man, I loved it. I taught myself, and with the help of them, how to manage a team of Belgians, right? It was really awesome. I had Smokey here. He was my horse and buggy. We would go all over while Stacy was out in that truck. She would use that to go to work, and then we'd use it for the homestead. This truck right here, she would be working. And I would have to get around town here, and that's how I got around town, was the horse and buggy. I have a video about that too. If you look up Grid Down Transportation, Off-Grid Doug, and you'll see that video. It's a long video too of me riding Smokey all the way over to get shod. So that was pretty fun stuff. But you're gonna need a good truck for your homestead, and you're gonna need a good place to get hay. And hay is so expensive this year. It's the most money we've ever spent on hay, ever, since we've been up here 13 years. And that's why you got to know the homesteader's secret. The homesteader's secret is you don't go into winter heavy on animals, because that brings your feed bill up. If you're a homesteader and you're trying to make a living off of, you know, livestock and stuff, small hobby farm or something like that, right? You want to keep your costs down as low as possible. So what all the old timers do is they get up to about November, December, and October, November, December, and they start selling off their livestock, and they keep all their good breeding pairs, and they keep all their good healthy stuff, and they baby those through the winter time. Because in the winter time, when we're feeding the hay, we're just kind of maintaining the weight. You might lose a little bit of weight too, depending on how harsh the winter is and how quality hay you got. So it's kind of a losing battle almost, keeping a large herd together going into the winter time, and then feeding them all through the winter. So you basically boil down your flock and your herd and all that stuff to your bare necessities. Even Noe with the chickens, he would get rid of a lot of chickens going into winter time, and then that way it would be a lot less work during the winter time, and then we would start right back up in the spring with the hatching eggs and all that stuff, and then go heavy all summer, spring, and then get into it. So there's a little homesteader tip for you. Don't go heavy if you're under your livestock in the wintertime if you're breeding for sales. You know, because you're not gonna, if you have a cold area like us, you're not gonna maintain that condition. You know what I mean? Feeding them hay and stuff like that. And that's why a lot of people resort to grains and things that they shouldn't be feeding their animals, you know, to help keep them bulked up. Man, those turkeys just get after it. So what did we learn in this video? That you have to definitely monitor how much hay you're gonna need, so you can determine if you have enough land, if you should buy the equipment and cut hay. Now you can cut hay for your neighbors and their people and the other people. So if you got the equipment, just don't think micro, like just yourself. Think about servicing your community. A lot of times what they do is they'll come and cut your... Sorry guys, it's story time over here, guys. Story time. Shh. But they'll come and cut the hay, and then they'll do it on shares. So if you get 20 bales, big round bales or whatever, they'll split them with you. So you'll get 10, and then maybe they'll get 10. So that's one thing you got to think about too. But for us, only on 11 acres, and we're just feeding our sheep now. We don't have the Belgians and all this stuff and 2 horses. I can get through a couple hundred bales to get me through the year. So for me, even with the high price right now of about $7-8 a bale, I think that alfalfa was about $8 and some change a bale. Normal hay is going for like $6, so you can do the math yourself. It's like $1,600. I mean, I can get a lot of stress off my back just farming out my hay. And then I always know who makes the hay. I have relationships with my friends and people that in our neighborhood and community that make the hay. Now, the other thing we learned is you have to have a good pickup truck. What's that? A good pickup truck. We tried to use a smaller pickup truck. I would say an F-150 is going to be the best size pickup truck, okay, for your homestead. And it doesn't have to be a Ford. It could be a Chevy, but a 1500, you know, what is that, a 3/4 ton. Just a regular grocery getter, they call them. Not like a 2500 or a 3500, a big one. But this is a great farm truck, Chevy, Ford. I'm not brand particular, get a Ford, Ram, whatever you like it for. But this has been just a great truck for us. 150,000 miles there's on it. Everything works. We take care of it really well. We always take care of our stuff. We change the oil on it. We service it when it needs servicing. And Stacy's gonna get another truck. So we're gonna get rid of this truck. Now I got 2 options. Yeah. I like options. I can trade this truck in and I can get about 12 to 15 grand for it. I can sell it on the open market, get about the same money for it, or I could give it away here on our YouTube channel and bless somebody. I'm going with the bless somebody. So we want to say thanks to all you guys for watching our channel and subscribing to our channel. If you're not subscribed to our channel, we're going to get this piece right here. I already ordered it, and I'm already ordered a bed liner, so you'll have a bed liner too. Okay? But if you have never subscribed to our channel, subscribe to our channel. I'm going to give away that truck at the end of January. And hopefully we're going to be at 1 million subscribers. That's the whole epic part of it, that we give away the truck. We'll have 1 million subscribers. We're only like 20, 30,000 subscribers away. So if you guys got on the horn, shared us with your friends, told your family members about us, put us on your Facebook and your Reddit and your Greenit and all your social media stuff, we could probably get there by the end of this month. We've had months where we've had 100,000 subscribers, and we've had months where we've had a few, you know, 20,000 or 30,000 and 40,000. So we're that close to 1 million, and as a thank you, Stacy and I are gonna give that truck away to a subscriber that watches our channel. Now you have to watch our channel pretty good, and I'm getting all my details together right now, okay? Keep watching offgridwithdougandstacy.com. And you also have to watch our videos, okay? You have to watch our videos so you can get the rest of the details. But I am dead set. We're giving away a 2014 F-150 4x4, 4-door, power windows, locks, tilts and cruise. That's a good truck. I'll drive that truck out to California right now. But we're going to give that truck away. I'm working out the details right now. If you have to stay tuned to these videos, and we're going to do it at the end of this month. And we're going to do some crazy stuff all year on this channel, because we really do appreciate you guys, and we want to, I'm trying to figure out ways I can share the blessings that we're receiving just because you guys are showing up, right? Just because you watch our videos, because you subscribe to our channel, we're being blessed. And so it's on my heart to be, I'm a giver, and that's what I like to do. And Stacy was kind of like, are you serious? I mean, she's all for it, but I mean, it's kind of a thing. So we're doing it. So make sure you go to offgridwithdouganstacy.com. There's no purchase, nothing's necessary except subscribe to our channel and watch our videos. It's going to be something where you're going to need to be commenting on the videos going forward. This is the first video of 2023. You're going to need to comment on the videos going forward, okay? Every single video. And you're going to have to go to our website and the box will pop up. It'll have a picture of the truck. And you have to register on our email site, so that way we have a way to get in touch with you, right? Alternative to YouTube, because a lot of times we answer your questions on YouTube and you don't even know we were down there talking to you, right? So we have to have a way to contact you, a phone number and an email, and then we're gonna draw one person at the end of this month for a 1 million subscriber celebration to win that F-150. And then I got to work out the details on how we're going to get it to you. Are you going to, we're going to get you here and then you're going to take it home, or I don't know. We're going to work all that out. So stay tuned for details. But this is the hottest video in 2023. All right. Make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment down below. You think this is a good idea? And we'll see you guys on the next video.